Hello, guys. Hope you are all safe and well during these times. Anyways, this is episode 4 of the 7-part podcast, Mga Kwento ng Apo ni Lola Bashang. And today, I'm joined with Maxine and Angela. We will be discussing about the types of feminists, its similarities and differences. Okay, so first and foremost, how has quarantine been treating you guys?
I've been doing good. I'm very grateful because luckily my family and I are safe from the virus. How about you, Angela?
Yeah, same here. Fortunately, I was as well. I'm doing great. I've actually been very productive in this quarantine. I started my own small businesses and other endeavors.
Yay, that's great to hear. Anyways, today we'll be talking about feminism as a whole. Okay, so first question. What is the first thing that comes into mind when you hear the word feminism?
I would have to say empowerment because the goal of feminism as a whole is to empower women regardless of their age, culture, and race. How about you, Angela?
Well, for me, empowerment also, and to add to what Maxine said, feminism has been around for countless years already, and fortunately, progress and improvements are finally being made.
Great, I agree with you guys. And yeah, slowly but surely, societies all over the world have been becoming more open-minded and accepting of the feminist movements. But did you guys know that there are different types of feminism?
Yeah, I think there are different types of feminism, and I think we discussed that in our classes.
I heard that too, but I'm not really sure how many types there are.
There's actually 11 different types of feminism. Liberal, Marxist and socialist, post-colonial, radical, lesbian, psychoanalytic standpoint, multicultural, men's, social construction, and postmodern feminism.
Ooh, okay. Let's start with liberal feminism. How is it different from the other types of feminism, Merv?
Liberal feminism is different from other feminism groups because liberal liberal feminists believe that gender, male or female, is not based on their biological features but in one's mindset and actions.
I see. This is actually very evident nowadays through the LGBT community, right?
Yeah, it's great to see that the society is becoming more accepting and open to other communities. But how about Marxist and socialist feminism?
Marxist and socialist feminists is quite outdated, but Marxist and socialist feminists believe that the source of women's oppression comes from capitalism because they believe that women are too dependent on their husbands and society.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. This is not though that evident nowadays because throughout the years, more and more women are getting employed and are in high ranks in countless fields as corporate and medicine.
That's so true. A few notable examples are, from what I know, from what I remember, is the CEO of Bumble and YouTube, Whitney Hurd and Susan Wojcicki.
Ooh, it's great. It's great to see women excel in many fields. So moving forward, can you tell us more about post-colonial feminism, Merv?
Postcolonial feminism is also very outdated because it was made during the 1980s when women were faced with many challenges like their maternity. Therefore, post-colonial feminists believe that during their time, gender inequality was centered in women's education, maternity, and childcare.
Ooh, I see. That's interesting. And yeah, I agree. It's not that evident nowadays because men and women now have the same education. What about radical feminism? How is it different from other feminist groups?
Radical feminism centers more on the commonalities of women's domestic, reproductive, and sexual lives. Also, radical feminists believe that society is a patriarchy. In a patriarchy, men have more social power than women, hence, there are many tendencies of abuse and violence.
Oh, I see. This is very saddening because up until now, this is, very evident.
That's true. There have been so many cases and situations that this is evident. It even ranges from as small as catcalling in the streets and busy roads to influencers and the general public slut shaming women through social media. Hence, this led to double standards and norms.
That's so true. There are so many injustices still happening today. Yeah, but moving forward, what about lesbian feminism?
Lesbian feminism was also made during the 1980s, and lesbian feminists encouraged women to focus their efforts, attention, relationships, and activities toward their fellow women.
Oh, I see. This is actually very evident nowadays also. There are more and more lesbian couples.
Yeah, and to add what Angela just said, according to the UCLA statistical survey results that it gave in 2019, in the US alone, there are a total of 646,500 lesbian couples.
Oh, that's a lot. There was actually a research made by Washington Blade that same-sex couples are happier than straight counterparts.
Interesting. What about psychoanalytic feminism? Do you know anything about that?
Psychoanalytic feminism focuses more on psychology. In theory, psychoanalytic feminists believe that men have an inherent psychological need to subjugate or dominate women. Hence, one of their solutions to prevent this is castration to lessen the urges of men.
Ooh, that sounds scary. Is that still being practiced today?
It is, but very seldom. Unfortunately, it's being practiced for a different reason.
Interesting. How about standpoint feminism?
Standpoint feminists believe that women are better equipped than men, and women should be placed in the center because men have many limitations in understanding some aspects of the world.
Oh, I agree with this.
Same here. Did you guys know that this is somewhat evident right now in the US?
Yeah, it is evident through Kamala Harris. She's the first ever female, first black, and first Asian American to become the Vice President of the United States.
That's really great to hear. Anyway, what about multicultural feminism? Can you tell us more about that?
Multicultural feminists believe that the root of most injustices and problems are caused by the hierarchies in a society that and that women must have a voice.
I really agree with that. Women, regardless of their color, age, ethnicity, should have equal rights and opportunities.
Yeah, me too. I totally agree. There have been countless cases in which societies all over the world have been ignoring this movement, which is very disappointing.
That's true. Oh, we're down to the last three types of feminism. The next type of feminism is called men's feminism. This feminism revolves on the structure of power that makes men dominant.
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think there are still some situations that this is very evident, such as rape cases and extrajudicial killings. Am I right?
Yeah, it still happens up to this day, and there's still a lot of other injustices happening in the Philippines that must be resolved.
Agreed. On the bright side, there has been a bit of progress. Anyway, what about social construction feminism?
Social construction feminism focus more on the sociology of externalities such as culture, mechanism, and gender perception. Hence, it analyzes the different perceptions between men and women.
Ooh, I see. For the last type of feminism, can you tell us more about postmodern feminism?
Postmodern feminism believes that gender and sexuality are performances that suit their own purpose. Their goal is to destabilize the patriarchal norms entrenched in societies that have led to gender inequality.
So that's the differences of each type of feminism. How interesting.
Yeah, but in my opinion, all types of feminism have one goal, and that is to empower women.
Yup, I agree. Oh, look at the time. Thanks, guys, for listening to episode 4, the Insightful Feminist Agenda. Hope you enjoyed it.